Well, hey guys, so this is a little overview of another Ultimate Direction vest. This is the PB, Peter Backwin 3.0 vest from Ultimate Direction. And so this is the one I've used the most lately, just because it holds a whole lot of junk. You can see some of the stuff I got in there. It's pretty much packed to the brim. I should probably have a couple more liters of space. This one's pretty tight, but I mean, it fits everything. Um, it rides pretty well. I will say, like the Salomon vests feel they're so stretchy. They're like wrap around you, like clothing a little bit, and they just kind of hug you. The Ultimate Direction vests are not that stretchy. This feels more like I'm putting on some equipment, and it's kind of hanging on my shoulders. It's not a bad feeling. It's just different. I will say my shoulders have gotten a little sore after. I think the longest run I've done is about 11 miles in this so far, loaded out. And shoulders were a little sore, but I mean, that's the longest run with carrying this much stuff too. So I don't know if they'd be sore in any vest, but I do sort of wish there was a little padding. There's no padding on the shoulder straps compared to the Salomons. Do have a little, the mesh is a little squishy, whereas there's no squish to it. So, but so I have it packed out with bottles because I was kind of curious. So this is they call this the burrito pocket on the left, and it sure does fit a hard bottle. You can't zip it shut, but I mean, it's definitely in there. I don't know if this would unzip over time or not, but because I've been using the soft flasks, but sure does fit in there. And I mean, the other side definitely, like all the Ultimate Direction vests, that fits a hard bottle. So again, I don't know how comfortable they are to wear with the hard bottles over distance. So like I've been using the soft flasks that it comes with. Now it does only come with one soft flask compared to the other Ultimate Direction vests that come with two. And so that just fits right in, and that does zip shut with the soft flask. And I saw some people were complaining about they would rather have another bottle holder, just a straight up bottle holder on the left instead of the burrito pocket. But honestly, I think it's fine. You can definitely fit a soft flask or whatever in there, and I mean, to my way of thinking, I would just always drink out of the open side, and then when that one's empty, just switch them out. So put the empty in here, get the full one, and stick it in the actual bottle pocket. So, and you know, and otherwise, if I kind of like the idea of having a zippered pocket, because if you didn't want to use bottles on the front, you can use that pocket for all kinds of odds and ends and zip it shut securely. So, I think it's fine. I will say these soft flasks are kind of expensive. It was like $22 on Amazon for one. So I sort of wish it came with two, like the rest of the line, considering it's the most expensive in their hydration vest line. But oh well. And then I was gonna say too, on these pockets above they're essentially right on top of your shoulder. They're not on the front of the pack at all. And what I've been finding is anything wide and hard, you can't put in there because it just digs into my shoulder. So something like a tube of chapstick was okay, but I had like a little thing of hand sanitizer in there, was uncomfortable. And then I tried a little thing of lube, like Body Glide stick, a little one, and that was uncomfortable too. So you sort of have to stick with softer stuff, I think, just because of the way they ride is right actually on top of your shoulder. So, and they're not stretchy at all. They're that sil nylon. But yeah, so that's what it looks on. Again, it has the slider rail. So and yeah, so I'll pop it off and show you the features of it. Okay, so the Ultimate Direction Peter Backwind PB 3.0 hydration vest. This is a 16-liter volume. It weighs about 14 ounces, and it costs $169 direct from Ultimate Direction. So yeah, it's a pretty large volume pack. It's the largest straight up hydration pack they make. Then you have to jump to their fast pack line, which is like a 20 liter and then a 30 liter. So I'm not sure, because the 20 liters of space would be nice, but you do kind of lose some of the hydration vest features of it. So I'm not sure about that. But this is very heavily loaded and still pretty comfortable actually. So, so on the back you have two stretch mesh pockets. So you have one on the top here, one on the bottom here. So like on the bottom one I have a windbreaker. Okay. And then I have a water hydration filter and stuff. So I held that, no problem. The kind of the nice thing is well, I mean, I guess it's a trade-off because the vest, the back pocket actually kind of, it's wider here and it does taper down some at the bottom. So in the main compartment, you can't quite, like I have a big dry bag full of stuff and it kind of ends not at the bottom of the pack. But on the other hand, what that allows you to do is it opens up a lot of space in this bottom pocket on the outside. So you can, like the opening's a little tight, but the actual inside there's a lot of room to stuff jackets and puffy coats and stuff like that. So I kind of like that actually. In this pocket I can pretty much reach from the front. You know, if there's a jacket, I can kind of reach enough of the jacket to get it out. I'm not sure if I can put it back in or not. I haven't really tried that. And then you have almost the same pocket on the top. So it's got the bungee cord. And again, this pack, like the AK pack, has outer bungee attachments here too. So if you didn't have much in here, you could run the bungees right out to the inner spot, so that's pretty cool. So, and then on the top you can either hook it, so there's a loop right here you can hook the bungee to, or you can run it all the way like I have up to the front here if you want to do that. So but yeah, I have like probably too much stuff, but like a huge first aid kit, so that fits in there okay. And then the main compartment is like an L-shaped zipper, so that just comes around to there, and so I have a cam splint, and I have a big old dry bag full of like emergency clothes and stuff. And then you have the big old main compartment, which is pretty big. It's all this still nylon stuff. It does seem to collect some water on the inside, so you just have to watch out for that. And then this zipper is for the hydration pack sleeve. So I have a 1.5 liter hydration sleeve, the Solomon one, and it comes with its own, sleeve there. So that fits fine. You can actually, I just tried, you can fit a 3 liter bladder in there, no problem. The thing is that it does intrude into the main backpack space, so it's kind of a trade-off whether you want to carry more water in a bladder or you need the space for equipment and stuff. So it just depends what you want to do. But yeah, so there is that, and the hose comes out through the top here, and then you can run it behind those shoulder pockets, and there is a loop here if you wanted to use that, but I just kind of ran it under the chest straps. So that's the main compartment. Again, it's pretty good size. I don't really know why you would go with the AK 3.0 vest, because you lose about 4 or 5 liters of storage, and the weight supposedly is actually the same as this one. So I'll show you some other stuff that's cool on it too. So you got the ice axe loops here, so you can hook up those suckers, and the side pockets, again, same as on the AK vest, but they're a little different because where the cinch straps are is now. So here's the whole pocket, and then here's the cinch strap. So that's pretty cool. And then there's just another stretch piece on the inside. So whereas on the AK one, if you cinch the side panels up, you actually shrunk the pocket. This one, it's not going to shrink the pocket at all. The pocket, I mean, it'll kind of like bow out more, but you still have the whole space. So I like that a lot, and that just closes with some Velcro. I mean, it is like a potential space. I guess you could store stuff in there, but it's kind of open on the top. So I just put everything in the side pockets. And yeah, so there's all kinds of odds and ends, junk in there. So you can fit a whole bunch of stuff in there. And the same with the one on the right. Same way. I want to take all this stuff out, but a lot of capacity there. Okay, the back is this mesh. It's impervious to water, so I mean your back gets wet, but it doesn't absorb any water, and that just runs down the inside of the front as well. And again, like on all the vests, you have the mesh on the sides, but this gray felt that lines the sides, while it's comfortable, it really has no stretch of its own to it, so it kind of limits how stretchy those side panels are going to get. On the front of the vest, you so you do have these pockets, zip pockets on the top on each side. They're sort of an interesting shape. They're kind of a U shape, and again, at least, I mean, I guess it depends how the weight is distributed in the vest, but the way I carry it, the whole vest kind of pivots back a little bit, so it's kind of hanging down on my back more, and the end result is these pockets are actually right on the top of my shoulder, and so again, you got to watch about putting hard stuff in there. I think the good thing is then this slides down further from my neck, so it's not rubbing on my neck at all, which is nice. So yeah, you have this one big burrito pocket here, and it's very sizable. Again, it can fit like a regular bike water bottle, a hard bottle in there, or whatever other kind of junk you want. And then below that is a big old kangaroo pouch, so you can throw all kinds of stuff in there. On the right side, it has an actual, flask or bottle holder. There's a kangaroo pocket below that you can throw stuff in, and then below that is a zip pocket, and that's fairly stretchy. And I can't remember if I could fit a phone in there or not, because I usually was just putting my phone in one of the side pockets. So, and this has the rail system on the front, the same as the AK 3.0. So again, you have the rails on the front here. You can slide the buckles up and down. The buckles are, again, the same Ultimate Direction proprietary buckles. Nylon straps in the front, so they don't have any stretch except for this one end here. But what I was finding was you have to make the straps tight enough that it immediately stretches that out totally, so you lose all that stretch anyway. So I don't know, I do wish they were a little more stretchy, but then again, with as much weight as I'm carrying, I don't know if it would make the vest too unstable. Um, so who knows? What I've been finding with this vest is the sizing is really odd. The way the Ultimate Direction has it this year, so I'm about a 40-inch chest, or I think they want you to measure the bottom of your ribs actually, and it's still about 40 inches. And then so the medium's like 36 to 42, and then the I forget what the large size is, but it's kind of like overlaps like 38 to 46, something like that. So I wasn't sure because I knew I was going to put a lot of stuff in this, so I went with the large. And it is true that when I put it on, the straps are pretty wide. And as I'm running, I don't know if it's just that I'm drinking water or that the vest, I think the vest is actually stretching some. And I cinch these up tighter and tighter. And eventually, depending, sometimes I've had them almost all the way maxed out. So in the other Ultimate Direction vest, I was running a medium, and so I'm actually thinking about maybe dropping back down to a medium in this one, because even I think as long as I can get this, the straps are pretty long, so as long as I can get them fastened, the medium might actually fit better. And I do like, now the one thing I'll say compared to the Salomon, like the Salomon vest, the Skin Pro 15 or whatever that I've been trying along with this one, it kind of rides more on the side of your chest, and there's not too much on the front. And what I've been noticing is that the bottom strap, because of that, hits my, like where my diaphragm is. It actually is sitting on my chest. Now this vest, because the bottle pockets are more, because it's bigger, it fits a little bigger, the stuff is more right on the front of me, and as a result, this bottom strap is actually suspended off my skin because it's suspended between the two bottle pockets, which is actually nice. I like that being off my skin. So that's the only thing I'm wondering, if I get the smaller size, the bottle, the front of the vest will be more on the sides of my body instead of across the front, which I think will make the load ride better, but I'm wondering if that strap is going to start cutting into me more. So I don't know. I might order one just to see, just to compare. But yeah, overall, I'm really liking this vest a lot. It holds a lot of stuff and seems fairly comfortable. And the pocket design on the Ultimate Direction vest is much better compared to the Salomon Skin Pro 15 that I've been trying, which has a similar volume and weight and everything. It's actually a little lighter, but the way I love these kangaroo pouches, and the side pockets are definitely accessible while you're running. And I like on the Salomon, it has a zipper, vertical zipper here to get into this whole pocket, which is really hard to reach the stuff in the back, whereas this one opens up the whole top and I can get stuff in the back, get stuff in the front, and I like that a lot. So it's the PB 3.0. Definitely check it out, and thanks for watching. Take care.